We're getting ready for the Great Okanagan Beer Festival, which is coming this Saturday, Waterfront Park. This is such an exciting festival. But before we start that, we should probably do some sampling. We have Dan Allen with us from Prohibition Brewing Company. We're getting set for the Great Okanagan Beer Festival. I have Dan Allen with me from Prohibition Beer. So we thought we'd do some sampling. Really, this is just my excuse to get drunk in the middle of the afternoon.
Right on.
So I figure, might as well invite you in. Hey, nice to meet you. It's a local company.
Absolutely.
Prohibition. This makes me think of way back in the day. Is that the whole idea behind Prohibition?
For sure. It was, kind of think of layman's version of what you think of when you think of the Prohibition era. Bootleg, Boardwalk Empire, Al Capone, that sort of stuff with our brands. We have Bootlegger Amber Ale here, and what you have is kind of the general depiction of what the Prohibition era is like. 5.5% alcohol, 35 IBUs on it, kind of wide variety of Cascade hops, Perle, different chocolate malts put in there as well. On the top here is a blindfolded peg, and a lot of people say, what's the blindfolded peg for? And in the day of Prohibition, for the history buff, those were blind pegs or speakeasies were illegal bars. So we have kind of the layman's person view of what Prohibition is, but then also up here you have kind of the historical elements.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a taste.
Sure.
This is the first one. Are you going to be sampling this at the festival?
We are. Yeah, we'll be sampling this as well as our Lawless IPA as well.
Is that what that one is?
That's correct.
We get to try that too?
For sure.
Wow, that's very refreshing.
It's a sessionable beer, so it's quite easy to drink, but still craft and got some unique characteristics.
Wow, fantastic. Okay, I'm liking this one so far. Let's try the other.
Perfect.
Not falling over. That'd be funny. This is my first sip of beer.
This is the Lawless IPA.
Okay.
6% alcohol, 60 IBU, so that's international vintage.
You ain't messing around, are you?
We're not messing around. We're going to town.
A little darker.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say lawless, what does that mean?
So it's just the name that we characterize.
Okay.
So lawless. So basically you see a convict breaking away.
Nice.
Kind of historical background in there, and
There's a lot of head on this.
Yeah, lots of head.
I'm not making any jokes about that either. Much hoppier tasting.
For sure.
But delicious. It's fantastic. And both of these we can sample at the Great Okanagan Beer Festival.
Yeah, both at the Great Okanagan Beer Festival.
And here in the Okanagan, where can we pick these up?
So we're in most private liquor stores and government liquor stores here in the Okanagan. We have Bootlegger in 650 ml bottles, as well as in 355 ml cans.
Perfect.
For the Amber Ale, for Lawless, and the 650.
I was going to say, this would be a perfect drink for the boat. So I want this in cans so I can take it on the boat. Thanks so much, Dan.
You.
We'll see you at the Great Okanagan Beer Festival.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Make sure you sample Prohibition Brewing Company at the Great Okanagan Beer Festival. If you want to get some more details on the event and get your tickets, if there are any left, because you know it's going to sell out, hit our website. All of the information is at power104.fm.